Scary, scary demon terrorizes our cabin. You won't believe what happened next. As the terrifying demon continued to terrorize our cabin, fear gripped our hearts and we desperately searched for a way to escape its clutches. The once cozy and peaceful atmosphere inside the cabin had transformed into a nightmare. The demon's haunting presence seemed to permeate every corner, leaving us feeling helpless and vulnerable. With each passing moment, the demon grew more relentless, its malevolent laughter echoing through the walls. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, and its grotesque figure seemed to contort and shift, defying the laws of nature. We were trapped in a living nightmare, with no idea how to banish this evil entity. In a desperate attempt to protect ourselves, we gathered whatever makeshift weapons we could find. A broken chair leg, a kitchen knife, and even a fire poker became our feeble defenses against the supernatural force that had invaded our refuge. But deep down, we knew that our weapons were no match for the demon's power. As we huddled together, the demon's presence seemed to intensify. The temperature dropped drastically, causing our breath to turn into visible puffs of fog. The cabin's walls trembled, and the sound of shattering glass filled the air. It was as if the very fabric of reality was being torn apart by the demon's fury. Suddenly, a glimmer of hope flickered in the darkness. One of us remembered an old legend about a talisman hidden deep within the nearby woods. It was said to possess the power to banish evil spirits and restore tranquility. With little time to spare, we mustered our courage and ventured out into the night, determined to find the talisman and end this nightmare once and for all. Navigating through the dense forest, our hearts raced with anticipation and fear. The trees whispered eerie warnings, and the wind howled with an otherworldly chill. But we pressed on, driven by the desperate need to save ourselves from the clutches of the demon. After what felt like an eternity, we stumbled upon an ancient stone altar hidden among the trees. Resting atop it was the talisman, shimmering with an ethereal glow. With trembling hands, we carefully picked it up, feeling a surge of power course through our veins. It was now or never. Returning to the cabin, we prepared ourselves for the final confrontation. Armed with the talisman, we stood united, ready to face the demon head-on. As the demon materialized once again, its eyes filled with malice, we summoned every ounce of courage we had left. Chanting ancient incantations, we held the talisman high, its radiance bathing the room in a soft, warm light. The demon recoiled, its monstrous form writhing in agony. We persisted, pouring all our energy into banishing the malevolent entity that had tormented us for far too long. With a final burst of light, the demon let out a blood-curdling scream, dissipating into nothingness. Silence filled the cabin, broken only by our ragged breaths and pounding hearts. The nightmare was finally over. As we stood there, relieved and exhausted, we couldn't help but marvel at the power of unity and the strength we had found within ourselves. This harrowing experience had forever changed us, reminding us of the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable horrors. From that day forward, our cabin became a symbol of triumph over darkness, a sanctuary where we could find solace and strength. The demon may have terrorized us, but it also taught us the importance of courage, unity, and the indomitable will to survive. In the aftermath of the demon's defeat, we took a moment to catch our breath, our eyes still fixed on the spot where the malevolent entity had vanished. The room, once a battleground of fear and despair, now radiated with a newfound sense of peace. The talisman, still held high in our trembling hands, continued to emit a soft, warm glow, a testament to the power we had harnessed. As the adrenaline began to subside, we turned to face one another, our eyes filled with a mixture of relief and awe. We had come together, united in purpose, to conquer a force that had threatened to consume us. It was a reminder that no matter how daunting the challenges we faced, we were stronger when we stood together. With a shared understanding, we slowly lowered the talisman, its light dimming but never extinguishing. The room gradually returned to its former state, the shadows receding, and the air growing lighter. We could still feel the residual energy of the battle, but it was now a reminder of our victory rather than a source of fear. As we gathered our thoughts, we realized that this harrowing experience had forever changed us. It had shown us the depths of our own strength and resilience, pushing us to confront our darkest fears and emerge victorious. We had discovered that within the human spirit lies an untapped well of courage and determination, capable of withstanding even the most unimaginable horrors. From that day forward, our cabin became more than just a place of refuge. It became a symbol of triumph over darkness, a sanctuary where we could find solace and strength. We adorned its walls with mementos from our battle, reminders of the unity and bravery that had carried us through. The cabin became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of the human spirit. As time passed, we shared our story with others who had faced their own demons, offering them solace and guidance. Our experiences became a source of inspiration, reminding others that they too possessed the strength to overcome their own trials. Together, we formed a community bound by resilience and a shared understanding of the power we held within ourselves. The demon may have terrorized us, but it also taught us valuable lessons. It taught us that courage can be found even in the darkest of times, that unity can conquer the most formidable foes, and that the human spirit is indomitable in the face of adversity. And so, we carried these lessons with us, forever grateful for the transformative power of our shared experience. As we closed the cabin door behind us, we glanced back one last time, the talisman's light fading into the distance. The nightmare was over, but its impact would forever be etched into our souls. We stepped out into the world, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that within us, we held the strength to conquer anything that dared to stand in our way. We embarked on our separate paths, each carrying the wisdom gained from our encounter with the demon. We became beacons of hope and inspiration, sharing our stories with others who were facing their own struggles. Through our words and actions, we encouraged them to tap into their inner strength and believe in their own abilities. Our community grew, and together we formed a support network, offering guidance and encouragement to those in need. We organized workshops, seminars, and gatherings where individuals could come together and share their experiences, finding solace and strength in knowing they were not alone. The impact of our shared experience extended far beyond our immediate circle. Our stories spread like wildfire, resonating with people from all walks of life. They found comfort in knowing that they too could overcome their own demons, whatever form they may take. As time passed, the memory of the demon became a symbol of triumph rather than fear. The talisman, now a cherished artifact, served as a reminder of the power that lies within each of us. It became a symbol of resilience and unity, a beacon of hope for those who found themselves facing their own personal battles. But we never forgot the lessons we had learned. We carried the strength and courage we had gained with us always, ready to face any challenges that crossed our paths. We knew that life would continue to present obstacles, but we were armed with the knowledge that we had the power to conquer them. And so, we ventured forth into the world, each with our own unique journey ahead. But we were connected, bound by our shared experience and the transformative power it had bestowed upon us. We knew that no matter what trials we faced, we would always find strength in our community and within ourselves. As we looked back one last time, watching the fading light of the talisman, we felt a sense of gratitude and accomplishment. We had emerged from the darkness, not unscathed, but stronger and more resilient than ever before. And as we stepped into the unknown, we carried with us the unwavering belief that we were capable of conquering anything that dared to stand in our way. Our personal battles had shaped us into warriors who were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. We had learned that strength and courage were not temporary traits, but rather qualities that resided within us, waiting to be awakened whenever needed. We had discovered the power of perseverance, the ability to keep going even when the path seemed treacherous and uncertain. As we embarked on our individual journeys, we knew that we would encounter obstacles along the way. Life had a way of testing us, pushing us to our limits. But we were not afraid. We had faced our own demons and emerged victorious. We carried the scars of our battles proudly, for they were reminders of our resilience and determination. Our shared experience had created a bond between us, a connection that transcended words. We had witnessed each other's struggles, supported one another through the darkest moments, and celebrated each small victory. We knew that no matter where our paths led us, we would always have a community of warriors standing behind us, ready to lend a helping hand or offer words of encouragement. As we looked back at the fading light of the talisman, we felt a deep sense of gratitude. It had guided us through the darkness, but it was our own strength that had brew. Eerie encounters. Our cabin's terrifying demon possession story unveiled. Brace yourself for the chilling details. As the sun began to set, casting an eerie glow over the dense forest surrounding our cabin, we could feel a sense of unease settling in. Little did we know that this would be the beginning of a nightmarish ordeal that would forever haunt our memories. It all started innocently enough. A group of friends, seeking a break from the chaos of everyday life, had decided to rent a secluded cabin nestled deep within the woods. We were drawn to its rustic charm and the promise of tranquility. However, what we encountered there was far from peaceful. As darkness enveloped the cabin, strange occurrences began to unfold. Unexplained whispers echoed through the halls, causing our hearts to race with fear. Objects inexplicably moved on their own, and the temperature plummeted, sending shivers down our spines. But it was the night that truly tested our courage. As we gathered around the crackling fireplace, a sinister presence seemed to fill the room. The air grew heavy, and we could sense an unseen entity lurking in the shadows. A feeling of dread washed over us, as if we were being watched by something malevolent. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence, sending us into a frenzy. We rushed towards the source, only to find one of our friends, pale and trembling, pointing towards a mirror. What we saw reflected back at us was beyond comprehension. A twisted, contorted figure with glowing red eyes, staring back with a malevolent grin. Our cabin had become a playground for a demonic force determined to torment us. Desperate for answers, we sought the help of a local paranormal investigator. Armed with his knowledge and an array of specialized equipment, he delved into the dark history of the cabin, unearthing a tale of tragedy and despair. It was revealed that the land on which the cabin stood had once been a burial ground for a forgotten cult. Their wicked rituals had summoned an ancient demon, bound to the very foundation of the cabin. Over the years, countless visitors had fallen victim to its wrath, their souls forever trapped within its malevolent grasp. With this newfound knowledge, we embarked on a harrowing journey to rid our cabin of this demonic presence. Armed with sage, holy water, and an unwavering determination, we performed a cleansing ritual, hoping to break the bond between the demon and the cabin once and for all. The night was filled with terror as we faced the full force of the demon's rage. But as the first rays of dawn broke through the darkness, a sense of calm washed over the cabin. The demon had been banished, and we were left with a newfound sense of relief and closure. Our cabin, once a place of terror, had been transformed into a symbol of triumph over evil. Though the memories of our chilling encounter would forever haunt us, we emerged stronger, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. So, if you ever find yourself drawn to the allure of a secluded cabin, beware. For within its walls, a hidden darkness may lurk, waiting to test your courage and sanity. Brace yourself, for the chilling details of our demon possession story will leave you questioning the very nature of reality. The cabin stood before us, seemingly innocent and unassuming, but we knew better. We had heard the stories, the whispered tales of the demonic presence that had haunted these walls for centuries. The air was heavy with anticipation as we prepared ourselves for the battle that lay ahead. With sage in hand, we began the ritual, moving from room to room, chanting ancient incantations, and wafting the smoke of the sacred herb. The scent filled the air, mingling with the faint aroma of the holy water we had brought along. We could feel the energy shifting, the cabin itself responding to our efforts. But as the ritual intensified, so did the demon's resistance. The cabin trembled, its very foundation seeming to shake under the weight of the malevolent force. Objects flew across the room, shattering against the walls, and the temperature dropped to bone-chilling levels. Yet, we pressed on, our determination unyielding. We called upon the power of our faith, the strength of our conviction, and the protection of the divine. We could hear the demon's growls, its voice echoing through the halls, filled with fury and desperation. The night stretched on, with the demon's presence testing our resolve. Shadows danced on the walls, grotesque figures moving in a macabre rhythm. Whispers filled our ears, taunting and threatening. But we refused to be swayed. We stood united, an impenetrable wall against the darkness. And then, just as the first rays of dawn broke through the windows, a silence fell upon the cabin. The air cleared, the heavy atmosphere lifting like a weight off our shoulders. We knew then that we had succeeded. The demon had been banished, its hold over the cabin broken. As we stepped outside, the morning sun bathed the surroundings in a warm glow, and a sense of peace settled upon us. Our cabin, once a place of terror, had been transformed into a symbol of triumph over evil. It stood as a testament to our courage and resilience, a reminder that even in the face of darkness, light will prevail. But we carried the memories with us, etched into our minds like scars. The chilling encounters with the demon would forever haunt us, reminding us of the fragility of our existence and the depths of evil that lurk in the shadows. So, if you ever find yourself drawn to the allure of a secluded cabin, remember our story. Beware of the hidden darkness that may lie within its walls, ready to test your courage and sanity. And if you dare to face it, arm yourself with faith, determination, and an unwavering spirit. For the battle may be fierce, but the victory will be a testament to the indomitable human spirit. As we stood outside the cabin, taking in the beauty of the morning sun, a newfound sense of peace washed over us. The weight of the past had been lifted, and we felt a glimmer of hope for the future. The once dreaded cabin now stood as a symbol of triumph over evil, a beacon of light in a world that sometimes seemed consumed by darkness. But we were not naive. We knew that the memories of our encounter with the demon would forever be etched into our minds. The scars of fear and terror would always serve as a reminder of the fragility of our existence and the depths of evil that lurk in the shadows. Our battle with Eamon had been won, but the war against darkness would continue. We understood now, more than ever, the importance of being vigilant and aware. We had learned that evil can take many forms, and it often hides in plain sight, waiting for an opportunity to pounce. The cabin had been a trap, a lure that had drawn us in with its promises of tranquility and solitude. It had tested our courage, sanity, and faith, pushing us to the brink of despair. But we had emerged stronger, our spirits unbroken. We had armed ourselves not only with physical strength, but also with an unwavering belief in the power of good. We had faced our deepest fears head-on and had come out victorious. And now, we carried that victory with us, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. So, if you ever find yourself drawn to the allure of a secluded cabin, remember our story. Be wary of the hidden darkness that may lie within its walls, ready to test your resolve. But also remember that within you lies the power to overcome. Arm yourself with faith, determination, and an unwavering spirit, and you will emerge victorious. For the battle may be fierce, and the road may be treacherous, but the human spirit is resilient. It is in our darkest moments that we find our greatest strength. And though evil may lurk in the shadows, we will always find the light to guide us through. Remember that in the face of adversity, it is not only our physical strength that matters, but also the strength of our minds and hearts. It is the power of our beliefs that can carry us through the darkest of times. Have faith in yourself and in the goodness that resides within you. As you walk the path that others may fear to tread, remain vigilant and aware of the hidden dangers that may lie in wait. Trust your instincts and listen to that inner voice that warns you of impending danger. But do not let fear consume you. Instead, let it fuel your determination to overcome. Remember that you are not alone in this journey. Seek the support and guidance of loved ones, for their presence can provide solace and strength. Together, you can face any challenge that comes your way. And when the darkness threatens to engulf you, remember to look for the light. It may be a flicker, barely visible at first, but hold on to it with all your might. Let it guide you through the shadows and lead you towards a brighter tomorrow. In the end, it is our resilience, our unwavering spirit, and our refusal to succumb to despair that will see us through. So, my dear friend, if you ever find yourself tempted by the allure of a secluded cabin, heed our story and be prepared. Arm yourself with the tools necessary to face the unknown, and know that you have the strength within you to conquer whatever lies ahead. For within the human spirit lies an unyielding determination to persevere, to overcome, and to triumph. Embrace that spirit, and you will emerge victorious, ready to face whatever challenges await you. Remember, even in the darkest of times, you are not alone. Reach out to your loved ones, your family, and your friends. Share your burdens, lean on their support, and let them remind you of your worth and strength. Together, you can weather any storm and find solace in each other's presence. But if circumstances prevent you from physically being with your loved ones, do not despair. In this digital age, technology can bridge the distance between he. Shocking. Demons took over our cabin. You won't believe what happens next. As the sun set behind the dense forest, casting eerie shadows over the worn-out cabin, we couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. Little did we know, our worst fears were about to become a horrifying reality. It all started innocently enough, with a weekend getaway to escape the noise and stress of city life. Our cozy cabin, nestled deep in the heart of the woods, seemed like the perfect place to recharge and reconnect with nature. But as the night grew darker, an inexplicable sense of unease began to settle in. Strange occurrences began to unfold, one after another, like a twisted nightmare come to life. Doors slammed shut on their own, and chilling whispers echoed through the hallways. The air grew thick with an otherworldly presence, as if unseen eyes were watching our every move. Desperate for answers, we turned to the local townsfolk for guidance. They spoke in hushed tones, sharing tales of ancient legends and warnings of the dark forces that lurked within the forest. They warned us of demons, entities that fed on fear and reveled in chaos. As the night wore on, the activity in the cabin intensified. Objects flew off shelves, levitating in midair before crashing to the ground. The temperature fluctuated wildly, plunging us into bone-chilling cold before engulfing us in suffocating heat. We were trapped in a nightmare, with no escape in sight. In a desperate attempt to rid ourselves of the malevolent presence, we sought the help of a local exorcist. Armed with ancient rituals and incantations, he delved into the spiritual realm, determined to banish the demons that plagued our cabin. As the exorcism unfolded, the very foundation of the cabin shook with an unearthly force. The demons, enraged by our defiance, fought tooth and nail to maintain their hold on our sanctuary. The battle between light and darkness raged on, each side unwilling to surrender. Finally, with a blinding burst of light, the demons were expelled from the cabin, banished back to the depths from which they came. Silence fell upon the cabin, the air now free from the suffocating presence that had tormented us for days. Exhausted and shaken, we emerged from the cabin, grateful to have survived the ordeal. The once serene forest now held a sinister aura, a reminder of the horrors we had witnessed. We vowed never to return, forever scarred by the demons that had taken over our sanctuary. Our harrowing experience taught us that there is a thin veil between the realms of the living and the supernatural. It reminded us that evil can manifest itself in the most unexpected of places, lurking in the shadows, waiting for a moment to strike. So, if you ever find yourself venturing into the unknown, be wary of the unseen forces that may lie in wait. For our cabin in the woods was a chilling reminder that demons can take over even the most peaceful of havens, leaving us to question the boundaries of our reality. In the aftermath of our encounter with the demons, we sought solace in each other's company. We shared our fears, our nightmares, and the lingering sense of unease that clung to us like a shroud. Our once tranquil haven had become a haunting reminder of the darkness that dwells beyond our understanding. As days turned into weeks, we tried to move on, to rebuild our lives and find a semblance of normalcy. But the memory of those malevolent entities lingered in the corners of our minds, a constant reminder of the fragility of our existence. We became more cautious, more aware of the unseen forces that could potentially invade our lives. We sought answers, delving into ancient texts and folklore, desperate to understand what had transpired in that cabin. We learned of ancient rituals, protective talismans, and incantations that could ward off evil. Armed with this newfound knowledge, we fortified our homes, creating barriers against the supernatural determined to never again fall victim to the whims of malevolent beings. But the scars remained, both visible and invisible. Nightmares plagued our sleep, and the slightest creak of a floorboard sent shivers down our spines. We had witnessed the otherworldly, and it had forever altered our perception of reality. Yet, amidst the darkness, a flicker of hope emerged. We found strength in our shared experiences, in the knowledge that we had faced the unimaginable and survived. We became a support system for one another, offering comfort and understanding in the face of the inexplicable. As time passed, the cabin in the woods became a distant memory, a cautionary tale we shared with others who sought to venture into the unknown. We became the guardians of knowledge, warning others of the dangers that could lurk just beyond their perception. And so, we carried on, forever changed by our encounter with the demons. We embraced the uncertainty of life, knowing that evil may lie in wait, but also understanding the strength that can be found in unity and resilience. The cabin stood as a testament to our survival, a symbol of the darkness we had faced and overcome. For in the face of the supernatural, we had discovered our own humanity, our ability to adapt, and our unyielding spirit. And with that knowledge, we ventured forth, forever vigilant, forever aware of the thin veil that separates our world from the realms of the unknown. We formed a tight-knit community, a bond forged in the fires of adversity. We shared our stories, our fears, and our triumphs, finding solace in each other's experiences. Together, we created a network of support, ensuring that no one had to face the unimaginable alone. As time went on, we became more than just survivors. We became protectors, dedicating ourselves to preventing others from falling victim to the same horrors we had endured. We organized seminars and workshops, spreading awareness about the dangers that lurked in the shadows. We educated others about the signs to look out for, the precautions to take, and the resources available to them. Our efforts did not go unnoticed. People from all walks of life sought our guidance, seeking refuge from the unknown. We became a beacon of hope, a source of comfort for those who found themselves entangled in the web of the supernatural. We offered guidance, advice, and a listening ear to all who reached out to us. But our work did not stop there. We delved deeper into the mysteries of the world, determined to uncover the truth behind the forces that had threatened our lives. We studied ancient texts, consulted with experts, and embarked on expeditions to unravel the secrets that lay hidden in the darkest corners of the earth. Through our research, we discovered that the cabin in the woods was not an isolated incident. There were countless other locations, each with their own stories of terror and survival. We documented these accounts, creating a comprehensive archive of knowledge to aid future generations. Our goal was to arm others with the information they needed to protect themselves and to prevent history from repeating itself. As the years passed, our group grew in numbers and influence. We became an international organization, working tirelessly to combat the supernatural threats that plagued our world. We established safe havens, where survivors could find refuge and support. We trained individuals in self-defense and survival tactics, equipping them with the tools they needed to face the unimaginable. But amidst our efforts, we never forgot the lessons we had learned from that fateful encounter. We remained humble, knowing that there were still mysteries beyond our comprehension. We recognized the importance of unity, the strength that could be found in our shared experiences. And most importantly, we cherished the preciousness of life, never taking a single moment for granted. The cabin in the woods became a symbol, a reminder of the darkness that existed in the world. But it also served as a testament to our resilience, our ability to rise above the horrors we had faced. It stood as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of the unimaginable, survival was possible. And so, we continued our journey, forever vigilant, forever aware of the thin veil that separated our world from the realms of the unknown. We carried the weight of our experiences with us, but we also carried the hope that one day, the darkness would be vanquished, and the world would be free from the grip of the supernatural. Until then, we would remain steadfast, united in our mission to protect and empower those who dared to venture into the realm of the unimaginable. Our mission was clear: to protect and empower those who dared to venture into the realm of the unimaginable. We knew the risks, but we also understood the importance of facing them head-on. The cabin in the woods became our headquarters, a sanctuary where we strategized and prepared for the battles to come. Each member of our team brought their unique strengths and skills, but it was our unity that made us formidable. We had learned to trust one another implicitly, relying on our shared experiences to navigate the treacherous path ahead. We knew that in order to prevail, we had to remain united, supporting each other through the darkest of times. The darkness that existed in the world was a constant reminder of the stakes. It was a reminder of the horrors we had faced and the ones that still lurked in the shadows. But we refused to succumb to fear. Instead, we channeled our fear into determination, using it as fuel to push forward. As we ventured deeper into the unknown, we encountered unimaginable creatures and witnessed supernatural phenomena that would make most run in terror. But we stood tall, armed with our knowledge and resilience. We fought with every ounce of strength we possessed, never forgetting the preciousness of life. The weight of